in this session we will see the mathematical formulation of the law of chemical equilibrium. So consider a simple reversible reaction occurring in a homogeneous system at a given temperature. So this is the reaction of A1A plus A2B plus dash dash dash, and it is giving reaction C1C plus C2 into D plus dash dash dash. So this reaction is forward reaction, this reaction backward reaction. So if we apply the law of mass action, that is rate at which the A react will be equal to concentration to the power A1. Similarly, rate at which the B react, this will react is proportional to the concentration of the B to the power A2, and the rate of forward reaction is, that is RF is equal to, is proportional to be A to the power A1 into B to the power B2, and it will be continuous. So to remove this proportionality, we will use the term Kf, and remaining value will be same. What is the Kf? Kf is called as the rate constant for forward reaction, or another term is called as velocity constant. Similarly, we will also find out the rate of the backward reaction. So rate of backward reaction RB is proportional to the concentration C to the power C1 and concentration D to the power C2. And to remove the proportionality, we write the Kb to the C to the power C1 and D to the power C2. So this is the rate of the backward reaction. What is the Kb? Kb is the rate constant for backward reaction, or you can say this is the velocity constant. So at equilibrium, what will happen? The both rate of forward reaction will be equal to the rate of backward reaction, means Rf is equal to Rb. So write this two value. So write the Rf is this much, Rb is this much. So Kf by Kb will be this C to the power C, D to the power C2 divided by A to the power A1 and B to the power A2. Again, Kf by Kb is nothing but the Kc, and C to the power C1 and D to the power C2. These are the powers raised to the concentration. So Kf by Kb is equal to C, and this is nothing but the equilibrium constant. What is the square bracket? The square bracket nothing but the concentration of the spaces within the bracket, and Kc has the definite value for every chemical reaction at a given temperature regardless of the concentration of the reactant. So for every reaction Kc is different. For one reaction Kc will be different, second reaction Kc will be different. For any reaction Kc will be always different for a given temperature, for one temperature. If you change the temperature again for the same reaction, Kc will be also different. So this is temperature dependent. Now for the general reaction, A to the power A plus B to the power B will be C to the power C plus D into D. So this is the general reaction. So we can write by using the law of chemical equilibrium, or we can use the law of mass action. Kc equal to C to the power C, D to the power D, and A to the power A, and B to the power B. So this is nothing. We can draw this diagram we have seen in previous cases. So this is the reactant which is decreasing with the time, and these are the product. So on the increasing time, so the concentration of the product will also increase. After some time, this becomes CD become like this one, AB will become like this. So this become a constant, and this stage is called as the dynamic equilibrium that we have seen in previous topics. So now how to define equilibrium constant Kc? So Kc is defined as the ratio of product of the equilibrium concentration of the product to that of the reactant, with each concentration term raised to the power equal to the stoichiometric coefficient of the substance in the balanced chemical equation. So we can see here. So these are the coefficient which is raised to the product of concentration. Similarly here also. So product by reactant. This is the Kc. So the above equation means equation number this one, and the before that equations. So these are the expression of the law of chemical equilibrium. So we can again define the law of chemical equilibrium. So which states that at a given temperature, the ratio of the product of equilibrium concentration, the ratio of the product of equilibrium concentration of the product to that of the reactants, with each concentration term raised to the power equal to the respective stoichiometric coefficient in the balanced chemical, has a constant value. So like this one, concentration ratio, this is called a concentration coefficient, concentration quotient. But if you take the equilibrium concentration, this concentration quotient is always equal to Kc. But suppose this is not equilibrium, it may be one direction going forward direction or backward direction, then this will become as a concentration quotient. So both are different to each other. So we will see more details in coming topic. At equilibrium, this will be equal to this one. Now in gaseous phase reaction, the active mass is reported in terms of partial pressure of substances. Why? Because at a given temperature, the partial pressure of the gas is proportional to concentration of the gas. So now consider a general gas, homogeneous gas reactions. So this is a homogeneous gas reaction, A to the power A plus B and C. These are the gas reaction. All these are gases. So these are the gases. So and where this is the partial pressure of A, partial pressure of B, this is the partial pressure of C, and partial pressure of D, this is the partial pressure of D. This is the partial pressure of the gaseous species. Then it gives a new equilibrium constant that is called the Kp in terms of partial pressure. So in terms of partial pressure, now Kc is termed as Kp. So we can write by using the same law of chemical equilibrium for the gaseous reaction, Kp is equal to Pc to the power C, Pd to the power D, Pa to the power A, Pv to the power B, and dash dash dash. It is valid only for the ideal gaseous system. So like before, we can say at equilibrium Qp is equal to Kp. Means this is again concentration quotient for gases. But numerically Kp is not equal to Kp. So this is term in terms of concentration and this is in terms of partial pressure. We cannot say this is equal to this one. How? We will see now. Concentration can also express in terms of mole fraction also. So in one terms of mole fraction, we will write this term Kx. So for the equation, back equation Kp, so Kx equal to Xc to the power C, Xd to the power D, Xa to the power A, and Xb to the power B. So like Kx is there. So one we have seen Kc, Kp, and Kx. Where these are the mole fractions. Now we will simplify the derivation of Kp. How we can write Kp in another forms? As we know that Kp is used for the partial pressure of gases. So now, according to Dalton's law, partial pressure is equal to total pressure into mole fraction of that gas. So this is the mole fraction. This is the total pressure. So partial total pressure is equal to N by total moles of the gases. This is the moles of that component. So now this is a general equation. So for this general equation, by using the law of chemical equilibrium, so instead of writing concentration, we will directly write this value for each gases. So Kp equal to P into Nc by N, P into N, D by this one for A and B. So this becomes your Nc to the power C, moles of C to C, moles of D into D, moles of A into A, moles of B into B, and P will be here, and this is the total number of moles. C plus D minus A minus B. So this is nothing. We will get the new equation, that is the Kp is equal to P by sum of delta N by delta N. So this is the Kp, a new equilibrium constant in terms of moles. What is delta N? So delta N is the total moles of the gaseous product minus total moles of the gaseous reactant. So these are the new equation for Kp in terms of moles. And delta N, it can be 0, it can be positive, it can be negative, integer or fractional value. So any value can be possible, that delta N, 0, positive, negative or fractional value.